The bitter winter of 1982. Even today, that night in a small village in Assam sends chills down people's spines. On the edge of the village stood a large ancestral house where a joint family of 10 to 12 people lived together. Behind the house stretched a wide expanse of farmland, and just before the fields began there was a dense grove of banana trees and bamboo. The villagers used to say there was something in that grove, something you couldn't see, but you could definitely feel. Sarita Devi lived in that house. She was simple, calm, and soft-spoken. That night, she was in the kitchen with her sister-in-law preparing dinner. It was already quite late when suddenly Sarita felt as if she heard a woman sobbing from the backyard. Very faint, but clear. She paused and listened carefully. Then she peered out the window. Thick fog blanketed the ground. Banana leaves rustled in the cold wind. But no one was there. "Do you hear something?" she asked softly. Her sister-in-law laughed it off. "It's just your imagination. It's late. Keep working." Sarita tried to ignore it, but moments later the crying returned. This time it was clearer, deeper, full of pain. Her heart began to pound. She picked up a lantern and, without telling anyone, opened the back door of the kitchen and stepped outside. The icy air brushed her face. The fog clung low to the earth. Slowly, she began walking toward the grove. About 400 meters ahead, among the banana trees, she saw a shadow. A woman, sitting on the ground, head bowed, crying loudly. For a brief moment, Sarita's fear turned into sympathy. She stepped closer and said gently, "Sister, what happened? Why are you sitting here so late at night?" The woman did not lift her head. In a broken voice, she replied, "It's all over. I was ruined before I could even be married." Sarita reached out to touch her shoulder. "Come with me to our house. It's cold out here." The moment Sarita lifted the woman's face, her blood ran cold. That face was not human. Eyes without eyelids, round and bulging outward, cracked lips revealing rotting teeth, burn marks across her cheeks, and that smile. It wasn't a smile. It was hunger. The woman suddenly laughed, a harsh, ear-splitting laugh. "Really? You would take me to your house?" Sarita's hands went numb. The lantern nearly slipped from her grasp. She yanked her hand back and ran for her life. Behind her, she heard what sounded like footsteps crushing dry leaves, chasing her. But she did not dare look back. When she reached the house, she forced herself to calm down, took a deep breath, told herself it was nothing, nothing at all. She went inside, pale, sweating, shaken, but she told no one. Exactly 10 minutes later, heavy pounding erupted on the back kitchen door. Bang, 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 as if someone were about to break it down. Sarita froze in terror. Her sister-in-law stepped forward. "I'll check." The moment she opened the door, something strange happened. She stood frozen for a few seconds, then suddenly collapsed face first onto the floor. Her body stiffened. Her eyes rolled back. Her breathing became heavy and uneven. The family rushed over. Even 4 people together struggled to lift her. Her body felt impossibly heavy, like something was holding her from within. Then the eldest member of the family said gravely, "This is not ordinary. This is the work of a Jokhini." A Jokhini, a malevolent spirit said to hate happy families, especially pregnant women. A being that can change form and take control of anyone. They quickly lit a brazier. Into it they threw coal, mustard seeds, dried red chilies, camphor, and cloves. Thick, sharp smoke filled the room. Chants began. As the smoke was brought near her face, her body convulsed violently. And suddenly, Thick black smoke poured from her mouth. The smoke swirled in the air like a shadow spreading its wings. Then, with a strong gust of wind, it rushed toward the grove and disappeared. At that exact moment, her body went limp. Her breathing returned to normal. When she regained consciousness, she remembered nothing. Only that when she opened the door, it felt like she had been struck by electricity. The next day, she was taken to the temple. Ritual prayers were performed. But after that night, the rules of the house changed. Dinner before sunset. The back kitchen door locked at night. No one goes near the grove after dark. Even today, villagers say a Jokhini doesn't need to appear fully. She only waits for one mistake. And sometimes when someone suddenly feels an unexplained chill in that village, they quietly glance toward the banana grove, because maybe she's still there, waiting for her next victim.